G'day team, has HC got a treat for you today? I'm currently in the car on my way to interview local legend and the Voice Australia runner-up Mick Harrington. We're all about Aussies having a red hot go, and in our first video of that theme, who better to speak to than the man who had the ultimate go? We'll talk about his background, experience on the show and his future plans and dreams. There's a nervous interviewer and some dodgy editing, but don't let that overshadow the thoughtful and entertaining answers from Mick.
I started very, very early on, so I was 5 or 6 years old, singing in church. I went to a Catholic primary school, and then that sort of gave me a musical foundation. And then after that, I just ran with it. I would sing in the paddock, I'd sing while I was riding my horse, I'd sing while I had a motorbike helmet on. I was just in the shower, getting told to get out of the shower because I've been in there too long. Just everywhere I'd go, I'd be singing. And it was just a bit of a hobby or a pastime for me until I was about 12 or 13. Whereas obviously at that time in your life for a lot of blokes, their voice goes very strange. So I didn't really sing a lot for about 2 years. And then when I came back, I just sort of didn't sing at all. And I was just walking down the paddock one day at my mum and dad's farm and started singing. I was like, oh, I can still do this. Like my voice has come back. It's different, but I can actually get something out that sounds decent. And then I thought the only way if I'm going to play for people is to, start playing guitar. So my dad bought me a guitar, and the rest is sort of history.
Oh, that's really good. So you're sort of lucky, because I used to sing out in the farm and sing in the shower and all that sort of thing, but no one ever said, this is any good. So unlike most of us, people obviously picked up early that you had a bit of talent and then you pursued it. So that's really good.
To be honest, mate, when I was about 16, I tried out for Australian Idol. I had a really big party the night before at my sister's 21st. So I basically got to the audition and couldn't talk. So obviously that audition didn't go too well, except I featured on the shorts that year because I had a massive red afro. But didn't go any well. I think that was the year Guy Sebastian actually won the show. And then after that, I just sort of played local gigs and just did the local music thing for quite a lot of years. And then last year decided obviously I've got a young family. I thought maybe it could help me get some more pub gigs. I thought basically I'd turn up, not turn a chair, but at least I'd come home and there'd be a heap of pub gigs and because they'd see me on TV. And it just turned out a lot better than what I had thought.
Well, that's what we're here to talk about how you sort of go, you put yourself out there, you try something different, and you're just hoping for a small amount of improvement to your life, but you find when you do actually put yourself out there that you tend to go a lot further than what you actually thought. And that's why one of the reasons we're sort of trying to talk to you is just to show that if you take that risk, you can really push things along.
In the competition, once I got in, I really wanted to put my best foot forward, sing to my best. I wasn't concerned with winning or getting through to the next round, but I just wanted to make sure whenever I sang, I did it with everything I had.
Definitely. Well, that's good. And so there was no threatening stares in the background or anything.
No. Very
trying to intimidate anyone.
Casual,
nothing like that.
Not like when I was lining up at fullback.
Because I've seen you coming the other way even at training, and it can be scary. So it would make me take a backward step.
Look, for me, it's about where I come from. So it's Gippsland, it's country Victoria and country Australia. I want to advocate for people from the country in regards to healthcare services. Making sure that country people are not overlooked from every aspect by government. And I think just with the little bit of profile I've got from the show, it just means that I can be a voice for the people that live around me and people that live like me.
Yeah, well, we're big on that too, and with what's happened in the last couple of years, there's been the governments have spent a lot of money to sort of keep things going, as they say, but at some stage there's got to be cuts, and I feel as in the country there's there's not as many votes, so there tends to be that's where the cuts come from first, and because the money's got to be paid back at some stage, so part of trying to we're trying to support, and you're the same, try and support as many sort of rural people as we can to get into a bit of entrepreneurship, be positive, show a bit of initiative and that, because we're probably going to have to fend for ourselves a little bit, and there's going to be maybe some hard times ahead, so it's really good to have someone out there.
That's
looking
right.
out for the little guys that sort of get forgotten a lot of the times in the cities by the politicians.
Yeah, for me it's just about getting people that are in the country to realise that they're just as capable as anybody else out there. It doesn't matter where you come from, just have a crack at it, Start your business, or, make sure that you pursue that university course that you want to do.
Yeah,
or,
definitely.
Just pursue the avenues you want to do. And country people are so passionate and so practical that they make great entrepreneurs.
Yeah, I think so too. And we're great sort of storytellers. We tend to get along with it, like a variety of people and that sort of thing as well. So that's definitely a benefit. All right, next question.
Yeah, look, it's a balancing act. So for me, I try not to be away for any more than about 2 weeks at a time. Look, I think that probably the kids are fine without me. They're distracted and they've got a great mum looking after them. But for me, I just want to be home with them as much as I can. But also, get out there, play gigs, make $1 for my family, and also, just show people what I can do. Yeah,
definitely. So you have got a fair few lined up. Like, is there any you want to promote now? Anything locally, or any you want to talk about that are coming up? Or
one thing I would talk about is just for everybody to keep an eye out on my socials. Mick Harrington Music on TikTok, Insta, even though I don't know how to use TikTok. TikTok, right. Insta and Facebook. Just have a look there. You'll see all my new music as it comes out, probably May, June sort of timeline. And I just can't wait to show you all what I've That's a hard one, but I'd probably say world boxing champion. I think it's just...
You're the baddest man if you're the boxing
champion. That's right. I think people just always want that one thing they don't have. And I mean, I know I can sing a little bit, but I'm not the best boxer, so it'd be nice to be really good at that.
That's right. And everyone will be worried about you. That'd be good. No, that's a good answer. And on that, is there any plans to return to boxing? Because you've had 2 or 3 bouts?
Yeah, I've had 3 fights, 2 professional fights. And look, I would definitely not say I'm a great professional fighter. But, I feel like a little celebrity boxing match comes up or something like that, not that I really consider myself one of those, but if something comes up where I can fight someone, make some money for charity, and sort of, get to have a bit of fun in front of a few thousand people, I'd definitely do it. Yeah,
great. That's good. And then, so next question, who's your dream duet partner? Or have you already had it?
Look, Jess Mowboy.
That's what I was thinking.
An absolute, it feels surreal now even to see that song with her on that stage. But if I was going to choose someone apart from Jess, look, I think I'd probably choose Jeff Buckley, which is probably a bit of a surprise for people. But I'd love to do Hallelujah with Jeff Buckley if I had the chance in the time machine.
That's right. So no, amazing voice, and everyone's a bit sad that he's gone. And on that again, is there any duets or collaborations in the works?
So I can't talk too much about it.
Can't talk too much, so that's all right.
But yes, there is something
great.
with somebody from The Voice coming up in the next probably 6 to 12 months.
Awesome.
A little bit of a country flavour to the song. That's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait.
Great work, great stuff. All right, and then because you've been invited to a few different shows and that sort of now, and some big events. Is there a favourite celebrity or sort of person of note that you've met in the last year or so?
Well, I just brushed past and met in passing. Scott Morrison. Didn't have a big conversation or anything like that, but just sort of brushed past each other. And that was a bit of an odd moment. But I think for someone I've got to actually get to know a little bit, it's probably Paulie Fennick from Fat Pizza and Housos.
Awesome.
Just an absolute, like, genuine, down-to-earth bloke and as funny as you'd find.
No, well, it's good. It's good that he's just like he seems on the TV, because that's how he comes across. So
yeah, he's super
interesting. It's interesting to hear that. Yeah, no, that's really good. Next one. So, dream home. I was saying again, from like when we've spoken before, I'm sort of thinking a large cabin in a slightly secluded bush block with unlimited firewood. Is that sort of on the right track?
Yeah, that's probably close. It'd either be
or it might be my dream house, and I'm just pushing it on you.
Big bush block with a nice homestead, or a really nice farm by a river with a big weatherboard homestead. That's always been a bit of a dream of mine.
Yeah, we're on the right track. We're on the same track then. Yeah, that's probably my two picks. You're allowed to have two when it's your dream. Next one, for the musical minded. Do you have a favourite song, or is it too hard to narrow that down?
I've probably got two favourite songs.
Yeah.
The Jeff Buckley version of Hallelujah.
Yep.
I just think it's incredibly emotive. It
That's
draws
right.
anybody in, and it's like just it's almost like a window into someone's soul, that song. And then this is probably a little bit of a different one, but I would suggest anybody that hasn't heard the song Fingers of Love by Crowded House.
Well, I haven't, so I'm going to have to look it up.
Look it up. It's an absolute classic, and is one of the best Australian / New Zealand pop songs ever written.
Well, we've learned something already, because I'll have to look that up. Next one, best motivational quote you've heard.
If you do the work, you get rewarded. There are no shortcuts in life. That's my favourite quote. It's from Michael Jordan, and it just shows you the power of hard work.
That's all right. And finally, on the topic of motivation, like as we sort of alluded to at the start, we're all about trying to get people out there to have a go, especially our rural sort of family out here. What advice would you give to anyone out there who's sort of struggling to take the plunge and commit to their dream?
Look, one thing I would say to people is just risks look bigger from the outset.
That's exactly right.
In reality, what do you really need to survive? You need to pay the bills, and whatever else there is in your life that you need to really knuckle down and pay. But apart from that, you don't need much. So you can sacrifice some luxuries in your life to chase a dream. And I would say I took 3.5 months off work to film The Voice. And that's a lot of money that my family missed out on, but it's an opportunity that if I hadn't have taken a risk, I would never have got what's come from it, and it's been incredible. So take the plunge.
No, definitely. So that's fine. Thanks for the short interview, and we'll put it out as a video, of course, and we might make a bit of a podcast, and I'm sure a lot of people will get a lot from it, because you've gained a lot of fans and everything in the last year or so, and you're a good motivation to everyone and very popular. So thanks again for letting us interview you.
Thanks for having me. It's been incredible.
So there you go, team. Hope you enjoyed the interview. We'll have more guests coming in the next few weeks. Thanks for the ongoing support, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel.